Girl Latiska Powell, and today we are going to be talking about your faith investment just went up. So let's get this party started. We will be reading from Matthew chapter 9, verse 20, 21, and 22. And behold, a woman which was diseased with an issue of blood 12 years came behind him and touched the hem of his garment. For she said within herself, if I touch his garment, I shall be made whole. But Jesus turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith has made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour. Now let's get into the story. The woman had invested in her issue for 12 years. Then she realized within herself that money couldn't heal her. Her issue was deeper than that. Her issue was doubt, doubting the fact that she could be healed because of her past results. So then God sent Jesus. And unlike anything she could have thought of until the day he arrived, she spoke within herself about leaving the house just to touch the hem of his garment, convincing herself it was done before she reached him. And God is saying to you, just believe that it's done. Your prayer has been answered. You have convinced yourself it is done because you haven't convinced yourself that it is done because still you doubt. Your doubt is blocking your blessing. So we got to stop blocking our blessings because of past results. Past results are not failures. And you hear a lot of people saying false evidence appearing real. So I wanted to put a little time stamp and change that thing around to faith, enlightenment, and restoration. From this point on, we're not going to say fake evidence appearing real. We're going to change that thing around and we're going to put a positive mindset on the word of fear. Faith, enlightenment, and restoration. You have forgotten how God thinks of you. And God says that ends today, this hour, this second in time. That is done. This reminder is just for you. Your journey has been in access because of your doubt. That the good news is your investment has just doubled. It has just doubled because you fought through your fear. It just doubled because you realize that your past is not your present and is not coming with you to the future. Your investment just doubled because all of your efforts are being rewarded. Every small step that you have taken to produce your fruit here on this earth, God is saying double for your trouble. Because, see, you invested in yourself. You continue to invest in yourself, even though the issues in your life may have been all in the way. All in the way. All of your efforts are being rewarded. Heaven is here for you, touching you right now. See, instead of we having to go outside of our house to go touch the hem of Jesus's garment, God is sending heaven to our homes right here, right now, today. See, you were still in the house, shaped with fear, worry, doubt, anxiety. The door to your home was open, and every resource you were in need of is entering your door right now. Every resource that you could possibly think of, God is sending it to your doorstep right now because you have conquered your fear. You have stood in the presence of your faith, and your issues no longer exist. Your issue from the past cease to exist. The past is a thing of the past. Oh, but the good news is blowing your mind right now. You have overflow because of your weight. Overflow because you chose to watch this video. Let this be the beginning of a new direction, a new vision, a new walk. And I want you to understand that in this journey, you're gonna have to walk it alone. And you know why you're gonna have to walk it alone? Because you're never alone. See, sometimes we want to hold people's hands and we hear those things of, well, we work better together. No, let me explain something to you about working with others when you're starting off. Okay? When you're starting off, it's best for you to work for yourself because too much information coming in that will drain you. I want you to accomplish each and every last one of your goals, not just we, the creator and myself, all of us want you to be exactly who you were created to be. And when you allow other people in, it can cause a dysfunction. And see, we all here, well, if we just unite and we come together and we work together, everybody is going to work according to their belief. Everybody is going to stand according to how they feel. Everyone's passion for what you want to do is not where your passion is for what you want to do. You have got, or we have got to get in the notion of knowing that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. The substance of my being is the creator. There is nothing I cannot do. And because I know I cannot do it, and I know my issue no longer exists because that's a part of my past, my present is not who I was, and my present is not who I'm destined to be. I release all of those things that have tied me to them. I release all of those feelings and emotions that kept me from moving forward in my life. I release these things because I believe in the fact that my investment has doubled. My investment has doubled. Our investment has doubled because we stand here right now in this moment, touching and agreeing that there's nothing too hard for us to do. We stand here touching and agreeing, saying we have invested in many people, many places, many things our whole life. Now it's time for us to turn to ourselves and stop extending ourselves to others. Give the greatest extension that you could give to yourself is yourself. That's the greatest thing that you can get of yourself. So often we are so busy, and you know I got to stand up. So often we are so busy extending ourselves to others and doing the things that other people want us to do until we kind of block out what it is we desire to do or what God has given us to do. But the greatest connection that you could do is connect to your heart. See, once you connect to your heart and you do the thing that you love the most, just do it. Just do the thing. That's just like my radio station. I just started a radio station. Thank you so much. And let me tell you why. All of my life, I have loved music. Even back in the days when I had my little depression spout, you want me to tell you what turned me around? It was music. And it was a choice between love music and gospel music. And those were the only two musics that I would listen to. And I would wake up every morning blasting music, because I knew that there had to be harmony in the world, because the more I sat outside and I watched the animals and I watched how the wind blew and I saw how when the clouds formed and the rain would come, how everything had a beautiful order about it. I noticed these things for myself. And so, in the midst of me noticing natural law, how God was operating outside, I had to come to myself and say, hold up, Shawty, are you operating in natural law? And so I got my body in harmony with the Creator. I got my mind in harmony with the Creator. And from that point on, it was like everything began to change for me. And so I know everything can begin to change for you, because we're only reflections of one another. I cannot tell you something I have not experienced. And I tell people this all the time. I am a mother to many. I chose to be a mother to many. I chose to do that because I didn't always have the direction that I needed in life. But I knew that the wisdom that I had gained in my life was worth sharing with someone else. It was worth saving somebody's life or saving somebody's time from making a decision that was going to hold them back a little bit. It was worth it. You know, that's time well spent. For me to even hold this conversation with you, it's time well spent for me, because it's not me that's doing it. You know, it's the life that the Creator has given me, which has given me wisdom to share with someone else. To say, okay, we've invested in all these things. We've done all these things. And I'm here to tell you, I have invested so much in things till when I moved here, babe, I wish you could see the stuff I left behind. Babe, I want that, I want that. And I just looked at all the money that I had put into other people's dreams. I do not want you to continue to live having a dream in your heart. You have a dream in your heart. You see yourself somewhere else. And it's no more than accepting that is who you are. It's not what the people around you say you are. What you see yourself as is who you are. And so I want you to walk out of that. I want you to walk out of that door, just like the woman with the issue. Walk out of that door in faith that this too shall pass. And from this moment on, I'm making better decisions. From this moment on, I'm standing on a faith that I've never stood on before. From this moment on, I'm expecting God to come into my house and deliver the double for me. From this moment on, there is no trouble that exists. I am still and presently standing in great gratitude and appreciation that God's thoughts of me are not my thoughts of me. And great appreciation that I know that God has seen the things that I have endured in my life and all of the issues, just like God has seen the issues in your life. Because we in this thing together. This is the university where we all come to learn. So God has seen your issues, source, creator, universe, however you want to say it. Because I don't want to not acknowledge anyone. And I respect whatever other people think, because We have a free will. So in saying that, wherever you are in whatever stage that you may be in, and whatever you may believe in, the main thing right now that you should believe in is yourself. And I think that is the topic that Jesus came to teach us. That is the topic. Because see, you didn't see Jesus going out hanging with people. You saw people hanging with Jesus. And so now you got to activate the Jesus inside of you. Knowing that I'm equipped with everything that I need. God has equipped me with everything that I need. And then everything else that attaches to me must be for me. But now, when you find yourself walking out of your door, searching for something to attach yourself to, that's where the trouble begins, because you're searching for something. And the only thing that you should really find is yourself. The only thing that you should really be looking for is the clarity in your own mind. The only thing that is important is not the outside forces that are important. Me and my girlfriend, we were talking today, and we were talking about leaders and how it's a lot of people that are leaders. And I applaud people that can carry themselves in such a way that they can gather a following. So I applaud that. At the same time, the only way that I could follow something is if I resonated with it. If what that person was saying to me was true to my heart and I could actually feel them, and I could see the transparency of what they're saying, that they're not here, they don't have any hidden motives, and they ain't got conspiracies to really do anything to me. Their whole main thing is because they love, then now we talking about a whole nother level. We're talking about a whole nother level. But we were holding a conversation about leaders and how society follows a lot. And a lot of us in society like to be told exactly what it is to do. I used to do petitions, and this is true stories I'm telling you. And I would walk up in groups of people and I would say, we have a petition here for affordable housing. Okay. No, I'll give you a prime one. We had a petition for marijuana here in Jacksonville. So I may have walked up on a group of 5 people. Do you know 4 of those 5 people looked at one person to see what they were going to say? And if that one person signed the petition, then the rest of them signed the petition. And I would always think that was so strange. Like, it is do you want to sign the petition? Because what you looking at them for? This is your life. If you know somebody that you're trying to, and I will tell you that was a great petition because it would have kept a lot of people out of jail. And I met a lot of people that said things like, oh, well, I don't smoke marijuana. Well, let me tell you, marijuana helps people with dementia. Marijuana helps people with scoliosis. Marijuana helps a lot of medical conditions. And not only that, too many people are going to jail for less than an ounce. Do you know how many people may be in jail right now because their friend had a sack in their car that they didn't even know about? It's about, are you really your brother's keeper? If I can't help you, I'm not going to harm you. I'm not going to go out of my way to mislead you. I'm going to always be who I am. I'm going to always speak my truth. You may not always agree with me, but I'm going to always share how I feel. It's my God-given right to speak for myself. and not give that nobody the opportunity to speak for me. See, when I was a child, people spoke for me. But now that I'm grown, I put all that childish stuff away. I speak for myself and I stand by myself. And the little ground that I do stand on, I stand on firmly. And that's a quote from my girlfriend, Miss Kathy Von Mel Press. Dr. Kathy Von Mel Press. Yes. And I said, you know what, I like it. I'm gonna say it. So I just said it. The little bit of ground that I do stand on, I stand on. And I stand on a true foundation when I come and I do these videos. The woman with the issue of blood had invested in herself for 12 years. I want you to think about what I'm saying to you. For the past 4 years, I have invested in businesses, I have invested in people, and I have lost a lot of money along the way. A lot of money on it. I can't take it back. I forgive myself for even thinking that I wasn't strong enough, good enough, um, equipped enough to do things on my own. It took me to move here to understand that I am self-sustaining and that my past life, as far as taking care of my mother, taking care of my kids, my children, because kids are goats, taking care of my children, I had already been there, done that. I had taken care of people my whole life. My whole life. And so coming into this apartment by myself, with myself, it gave me a determination. And it also gave me a cause. It gave me a cause to separate myself from a lot of things, from a lot of people, to just separate myself from their idea of me compared to my own idea of me. See, people have a way of putting you in their ideas. And so that's messing with your energy. You know, they're thinking about you doing this, that, and all thoughts are answered. But then the thing that they fail to realize, it takes free will for any of that to even exist. And if my will be stronger than your will, guess who will be done? I know that what I'm doing is greater than me. What I'm doing can help hundreds and thousands of people. What I'm doing is a gift from God. And I cannot put the creator on the sideline to serve another here on earth. I can't serve but one. And that's where you have to get to. You can serve but one. Your dream, your vision, that thing the creator has given to you, guess what? It's yours. The creator is saying, you don't have to go anywhere. I'm coming to your house to pour in an overflow. I'm coming to your house to give you double. Because I see that you finally hit it. That life is all about you. When I thought about you, when God thought about you, that's all he thought about. He ain't thought about nobody else but you. Hit it. So when God thought of you, he didn't think about you and Jane and Sue and Catherine and Joe and all of y'all. God just thought of you when he created you. God just thought of the miraculous work you would be able to do. That's all God thought of, was you, and creating you to do that dynamic thing here on earth. That dynamic thing that is going to help push humanity in a different direction, no matter what it is. If you are producing something that can help someone else, that is God activated in you. That is your passion and that is your purpose. And that is what God put in you to do. Now, you hear things like, no man is an island. Well, I'm going to tell you, you got to work as an island until the right people start coming ashore. Because God says, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all these things unto thee. But you can't leave the island, because see, islands can't move. And see, I want you to understand that you are an island. See, it took me to move here to realize I was the island. And the island was moving, looking for something. My day-to-day was self-proof. It was just proof of what I'm saying to you right now. And I've had a week. Last week was evidence of it. This weekend, it was more evidence of it. But today, it kind of nailed it home. Latiska, you are the island. You are the creation. Your island is created on its own. It's self-sustaining, and it sustains everything on it. That's what an island does. And it's surrounded by the love of God, which is the water. It's surrounded by the love of God. Everything on the island is but one, but God. God feeds us. God provides for us in so many ways. Look at what an island can provide. Look at what an island can provide. Self-sustaining. And islands don't move. But we find ourselves moving because we find ourselves not being able to say no. God is saying, say no to the others and say yes to yourself. So I can go on and double your investment. Your investment has doubled because you've been in your issue for far too long. So before I go, because I wanted this to be real quick, 30 minutes, sounds good to me. Let's go on and do this prayer, because as I say, prayer does what? Prayer changes us. Not things, it changes us. So our Father, we come to you today saying thank you. Thank you for changing our fear, false evidence appearing real, into faith. Hold on, let me see what I said. Into faith, enlightenment, and restoration. We thank you for loving us, and we thank you for coming to us to touch us and change us. We thank you for showing us that, yes, we are the island. We thank you for great understanding, knowing that when you created us, you just thought of us. And because of the things that we've been taught, the things that we've been told, we have been confused, and we've been going out looking for others. That is a mass misconception. I was speaking to a friend last night, and I know this is in the midst of the prayer, but I just got to let you know this. His exact words were, I'm not giving my ideas to anyone else. So when you go out looking for something, something is looking for you. Is it for your good? It could be for your good, for you to learn a lesson, for you to see something, for you to change something, for you to even become something. So, Father, thank you for the lessons in which you give us. Thank you for the know-how and the self-sustaining actions that you have placed in us. Thank you for the will within the will to stand in the midst of all of our issues. And we thank you for seeing each and every last issue, because our issues become your issues. And as we let go of those issues and we walk freely without anxiety, worry, fear, and we just put it all in your hands, knowing that our investment just doubled. We want to say thank you for doubling our investments. Thank you for not allowing our life to be in vain. Thank you for loving us and keeping us. Thank you for protecting us, because all of those things and all of those people that we came in contact with that could have taken our idea, thank you for making us an island. It's only one of us. And so they could never imitate or duplicate what you have given us. We thank you for that. We thank you for being able to realize what you have given us. We thank you for this passion. We thank you for this purpose. We thank you for our lives. We thank you for our families. We thank you for everything. Everything, even the things we can't even think of. We thank you for your thoughts of us. Most of all, we thank you because you did think of us. And because of the creation that you put and placed in us, the infinite possibilities of what we can do just by ourselves. We say thank you because you are with us and there is nothing to fear. We have conquered each and everything that has come in our lives. We deem ourselves as warriors right now. And we know anything else that comes in our path, guess what? It's already done. We win. We claim victory over our minds, victory over our hearts, victory over our homes, victory over our children, victory over our jobs and occupations, victory over our businesses, victory over our friends. We claim it because it's already done. And we thank you. We thank you. Amen. All right, y'all. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed, amazing time. And get it together. You don't need nobody. You got everything you need. Trust me. Trust the plus. Okay? Trust the plus. And hold on, before I go, don't forget to look in the description. Follow the Good Vibes radio station. Not only is music on there, high vibrational music, music that's going to keep you flowing and going. It's gospel, soul, spoken word. I got my podcast on there. I got some shows on there. And I really want you to enjoy this radio station because it is my heart. It is truly my soul to share music. Music is universal love. I can dance off anything. I ain't got to even know what it's saying. But if the beat sound good, I can do it. And I wanted to really share that with the world, that part of me, that loves music, that part of me that wants to, that has the portal to open for others, to put them on platforms that they never thought that they could be able to be put on. You know, to put them, take people to higher places so more people can hear their voice, hear their music, hear about their businesses. And if you would like to be a part of the Good Vibes radio station, I applaud you for standing up. I applaud you for putting yourself out there. I applaud you for investing in your now, because your investment in your now is going to take you double, remember? Because your investment in your now is going to give you more in the long run. Invest in you first And then as you invest in you, then you have enough overflow to share with others. Be ye all that God has created thee to be. You have more than enough power to do it. You have more than enough intelligence to put it together. You've done a lot of things your whole life. You've been a financial advisor. You've been a counselor. You've been a Mrs. or Mr. Fixer Upper. You've done all these things. So now it's time for you to put those gifts together and put them together for yourself. No outside, nothing outside of you. Nothing outside of you. You do it. And you'll be proud of yourself when you do it. You will be in such an epiphany. You know, you would be in such a la la land because you would have no one else to give the credit to. Imagine yourself on a stage accepting an award. You don't see people on stages calling other people up there. You see them saying, thank you for being a part of this. Because if it was not for this, and this, I wouldn't be here. But it took that person on that stage to believe in themselves. And then once they believed in themselves, all that other stuff came to them. So whatever your dream is, dream big, dream hard, and move because it's yours.